game over, intriguingly poised test match. All three results possible, but with time, what is seeming more probable is the draw. That is probability number 1 or quotient number 1 as far as I am concerned. And number 2 is an Indian win. The third probability quotient, which is an England win, is gradually seeming a bit distant. The way the Indians bowled in the morning, there was fire, there was a lot of conviction and discipline. Most important word that I want to use is perhaps discipline. 54 runs conceded in just 27 overs. In 27 overs, just 54 runs rather, is an excellent disciplined effort from the Indians. This meant that they can now have that additional fielder if they need to. This meant that they can try and put pressure on England, and the 2 wickets could well have been 3 had Mohammad Siraj not dropped Hasim Hamid. If you add that particular wicket to the Indian effort, it was an overwhelmingly Indian session. How important will that dropped catch be? And by the way, that catch was a fairly simple one. It happens, but that's what decides crucial matches. Important moments in the game, and you need to win such important moments. The other thing is Ravindra Jadeja is now starting to extract a lot of purchase from the wicket. Can he do that against the right-hander? Against the left-hander, it's really difficult to play him because you really don't know whether to come forward, step back, and the ball is jumping, turning, doing all sorts of things. But against the right-hander, even if he's sort of trying from the middle stump, it's going straighter, and there is not much purchase or turn as yet for Ravindra Jadeja. Will he come over the wicket to the right-hander and do something? Will he get the ball to do something from round the wicket as well? Because if you really think Ravindra Jadeja will have to play a very important role if India has to win this particular test match. A 3-wicket session in the second one, and then obviously the final one can open things up. And England, we all know, is still pretty fragile under pressure. So all of these pointers are important. It's a batting lineup that will be asked a lot of questions by the Indians, and if the discipline continues, Indians will have a lot of runs to play with in the third and final session, where they can come really hard with plenty of close-in fielders and catchers making a big difference. So that's how it is. Off the field, some important news. Ravi, Bharat and Sridhar have all returned positive RT-PCR tests. So that's something that is very important. They've all returned positive RT-PCR tests, and they will all be in isolation for 10 days now. And neither of them will travel to Manchester with the team for the test match. So that's the news point that is coming from off the field. But none of them have any discomfort. That's very important for you to know. No real physical discomfort, and one expects them to get going in the next 10 days, because except sore throat and crackling voice and stuff like that, no real discomfort. That's the news point that I wanted to give you. More on Game Over tomorrow when we summarize this test match. Thanks very much for watching.